Paul McCallum with a 21-yard field goal. Luka Kanji with a 40-yarder, the only points so far in the game.
Yeah, Double D being very, very efficient. Dave Dickinson, 8 of 10 for 66 yards. Got 4 rushes for 37. He's used 6 different receivers in this game.
Dickinson on the sidelines after taking a late hit that last play, and Buck Pierce is in to run the offense on 2nd and 3. From the 27 of the Riders, double tight end formation. Pierce over center, hands the ball off to Smith. Smith makes a move at the line, pushes forward to the 25. He may be just shy of the first down. Dave Dickinson, I think, is okay. I think you just put Buck Pierce in there to run the short yardage.
Well, we've been fooled a few times this year. And if you remember back in Saskatchewan, when Alexi Boenge caught a touchdown pass, they used him, brought him in off the bench, and now they're going to use Jarius Jackson as he comes in, and it's 3rd and short as he's going to run that quarterback wedge.
Yeah, 3rd and about a foot from the 25 for the Lions, so they're going to go for it here early in the second quarter. Jackson now in at quarterback. Over center. Joe Smith in the backfield. Jackson runs the sneak, pushes forward, and rolls for the first down over the pile. And that'll move the chains inside the 25.
You also have to look at this as a very, very smart, strategic move by the Lions, and they've been doing it all year. If you're in 2nd and short or you're in 3rd and short, you bring in another quarterback. It gives the starting quarterback a real opportunity to sit down with the offensive coordinator or whoever calls the plays and talk more. Rather than the 20 seconds, it's real quick. You're getting a really good chance to exchange some ideas about what's going on out there.
Just watching the replay, Jarius Jackson almost fumbled that football. Budget breaker muffler, first down BC at the 24 of the Riders. Dickinson back in there, hands off to Joe Smith. Smith trying to get outside, finds a hole, gets down to the 15-yard line, picks up 8 yards, and did most of that himself.
Yeah, he made some people miss. This is a stretch play out to the right. And what he's done so well since he's come into this lineup is that once he gets to a certain point where he knows he can't stretch it anymore, he squares that big body of his and starts heading north-south and is able to pick up some extra yardage.
Made Reggie Hunt miss, made Jeriniak miss. Finally, Jackie Mitchell brought him down. 2nd and 2 BC. They're inside the Chevy drive zone at the Riders 16, and Buck Pierce back in to run the short yardage offense again. They come out with the quadruple tight end formation. Green and Smith in the backfield. Pierce hands off to Joe Smith, who plows forward for the first down, or close to it anyway. Gets inside the 15. Looks like he has it.
Something's brewing. If you're bringing in that short yardage team with Buck Pierce, you've got a guy now who can throw the ball. And you almost feel that they're setting something up that if they have to use that somewhere down the road, when you're in short yardage like that, you bring in a quarterback that can still beat you with a throw.
Yep.
You have to respect that.
Absolutely.
So now you're taking some steps back, and that takes away from that aggressiveness of trying to, stuff a play on 2nd and short.
They're going to measure here, and they've got it by the length of the football. So a budget break them up for first down Lions. Riders 14-yard line. They got down this steep earlier in the football game and had to settle for a field goal. First and 10 BC.
You can't be happy with that. You have to score touchdowns. They finish drives off with touchdowns.
Dave Dickinson back in there on offense out of the shotgun. Joe Smith behind him. Green tight end to the right. 4 receivers split off to the left as Dickinson barks out the signals. Takes the snap, dropping back. With time now, nobody open, flings the ball towards the end zone, but it sails out of bounds, and Dickinson just threw that one away when he couldn't find anybody. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's good protection up front. It's just that pocket is starting to collapse a little bit, and Dave Dickinson, with that internal clock that you have as a quarterback, you can hear the seconds ticking off in your brain, realizing that, hey, things are going to really, really collapse around me. Just throw the ball away. Not enough quarterbacks make this decision. Don't hurt yourself with a bad throw.
2nd and 10 BC from the Riders 14. 3-3 tie, 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dickinson shotgun. 5 receiver set. Dickinson takes the snap. Drops straight back. Throws to the end zone. Looking for Jackson. Touchdown Lions! Yes! Great catch at the back of the end zone as he's able to stay in bounds. And BC regains the lead.
That is a circus catch by Paris Jackson. Lay it out.
14 yards, make it 34. because it was right at the back of the end zone.
This is some kind of catch, Rick.
Riders players are telling Danny Barrett to throw out the review flag.
And now they're signaling. I bet you somebody goes down. They're going to get an injury. See, there you go.
It's Tristan Clovis, the safety, faking an injury to buy time so they can look at the replay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we're getting now, and
that's a catch, Rick.
Yep,
that is a catch.
Great catch by Paris Jackson. Just a tremendous catch.
You see, now that's something the referees have to recognize.
Jackson barely got his left knee in bounds, Julio, but that was a beauty.
You don't get any better than that. And this kid is so athletic. He makes catches like that every single day.
But you're right, the Riders fake an injury, and it was so clear because Barrett was signaling, and suddenly Tristan Clovis takes a knee.
Somebody from one of the defensive backs heard about it, runs into the huddle and starts screaming, and all of a sudden, boom, someone goes down. Let them take a look at it all they want.
And they're not going to burn their replay now. No. Review call, because now that they've seen the replay, they realize.
Well, the Saskatchewan Roughriders coach's box is a few down from us. We can see them, and they're not scrambling to look at that television. They saw the highlight, and they know that it's a touchdown.
What a throw, and what a great catch by Paris Jackson, who really, Julio, hasn't had a great year by his standards. I know the Lions have high hopes for this guy, and he's not, he's only 28 years old, but boy, when you look at their receivers, he may be the best athlete among the receiving corps. He is unbelievable.
You're absolutely right. He is a fantastic athlete. It's just right now with him, Rick, it's about in his mind. It's between his ears, because he's got all the physical ability in the world. He just can't get frustrated with himself, because that's what happens.
All right, the Lions going to attempt the convert here as Buck Pierce will hold for Paul McCallum. Kick is up, and it's through the uprights. And BC extends its lead to 10-3.
Thank you. With Paris Jackson back at the end zone, doesn't get much prettier than that.
You try to make a play. Dave threw a beautiful ball back there, and that's what I do best. I go get it. So we haven't connected all year, but it feels good to be out there in a big game like it is now and execute.
Jock Chapdelaine was giving the offense and the offensive line a pep talk. What did he say?
He said, keep on executing and put that screw in and keep on digging deep.
All right, Paris Jackson, back upstairs. Rick?
Dave Dickinson, 9 for 12, 80 yards and a touchdown so far in this game. Lions kicking off after that touchdown. Dorsey from his own 20. To the 25, to the 30, tripped up at the 31, and that's where the Riders will start 1st and 10. And Kerry Joseph hasn't had much success passing the football yet, Julio.
Well, they've done what they want to do. They're forcing him in to throwing the ball downfield by stopping Kenton Keith. He's got 1 carry for 1 yard. And when you can do that, you're putting the pressure on a quarterback to throw it and beat you with his arm. And Kerry Joseph has not done that to this point.
1 for 4, 34 yards. It was a big play to Jason Armstead to get them out of the shadow of their own goalpost, but that's been it so far. Passing to football, 1 completion for Joseph. First down Riders at their own 31. They come out with 2 backs now, and Joseph's going to work over center as the crowd gets noisy again. Joseph takes the snap, runs the option, and gets smoked on the play by Carl Kidd, who drops him for a loss.
You just can't run option against this defense, as you probably can't run the option against the Saskatchewan defense. They're just too fast. They're too athletic. Right away, they recognized, as a flag goes up in the air, right away they recognized that it was option. 1 guy goes out to Kenton Keith, 1 guy goes right at Kerry Joseph.
So the flag comes well after the play, and I'm not sure if there was some yapping going on or what.
Corey Hathaway, the fullback, came out of the huddle. So I don't know whether or not, and it's a 15-yard penalty too. So
major foul, unnecessary roughness, Saskatchewan number 1. It's a dead ball foul, 15 yards, 2nd down.
Let's go to Scott Rentoul. Scotty, what'd you see?
Guys, it's Chris Wilson again. He's in everybody's grill. He was up in the face of Kenton Keith after that play. He is talking a ton of smack down there. Jason Armstead had heard enough. He went over and gave Wilson a shove. That's why the penalty.
So now it's 2nd and 26 for the Riders. A dead ball foul all the way back at their own 15. Joseph out of the shotgun. 5 receivers. Keith the lone back. Joseph having trouble getting the play off. Lions say the Riders O-lineman moved. They didn't. Joseph's going to run the quarterback draw, and he won't come anywhere near the first down. Gets out near the 20, and that'll be 20 yards short. And on comes the punt team for Saskatchewan.
That's a field position move. That was a draw play by the quarterback the whole way. And Danny Barrett probably thinking to himself, I'm 2nd and 26. Don't force anything downfield. Don't throw something you shouldn't throw. Just run a quarterback wedge or a quarterback draw. Get what you can, and let's send our kicking team out there. As Luka Kanji talks to Danny Barrett as he goes onto the field. Now, whether or not they think about maybe taking a safety here or not, I don't know, because Ian Smart is lined up inside the Saskatchewan Roughriders territory now.
Smart standing right at midfield, actually, and Kanji would have to run backwards into the end zone to concede, which he may do, because he has not been punting the ball well. He's had the benefit of a couple of generous bounces, and that's been it. And flags fly on the play as the Riders move early, and I think that was done intentionally to get them back a little more, and Kanji will just take a knee. It looks like that's what they're going to do here, Julia.
Well, if Kanji can't run 4 yards backwards, then they're in trouble to take a safety.
Saskatchewan, number 32. 5-yard penalty, repeat, 3rd down.
It looked like Neil Hughes did it on purpose to me, but just to draw the 5 yards. And now Kanji's going to accept this snap inside his own end zone, and I can guarantee you the Riders are going to take a knee, concede the safety, and kick off. Lions line up as though, and again they move offside. And again it's Hughes. I think this is planned.
Yeah, it is.
But you're right. Why can't Kanji catch the snap at the 5 and run into the end zone?
I got one for you, Rick. We used to do this back.
Procedure, Saskatchewan, number 32.
With Louis, and Louis' later years, not saying he could have done it in his early years because he was such a fantastic athlete, but if you're going to take a safety and you're worried about that, get Jason Armstead. Get him back there to catch a pass or catch the punt or the snap and let him run around back there. You eliminate any problems with you worrying about your kicker screwing it up.
Now Kanji's well back in his own end zone and takes a knee, and the Lions add to their lead on the conceded safety. BC goes up 12-3 with 10:20 left in the second quarter, and the Riders will be kicking off for the game as the Lions, on a short kick, get the ball at their own 50. Nice play by Lyle Green to go up and get the ball as Kanji attempted the onside kick.
That's right. It was an onside attempt.
Green made a nice play. By the way, Justin Morneau, who's from New Westminster, at the game this afternoon, will be in this broadcast booth with Scott Rintoul, the Silver Slugger winner, Minnesota Twins.
It may not just be the Minnesota Twins MVP, maybe the American League MVP. The kind of year he had
a great year.
He should be the MVP.
Lions get great field position out of this, so the Riders concede the safety and still give them good field position.
Why would you do an onside kick there? I don't understand that.
First down BC at their own 51. Dickinson, shotgun, Smith and Green in the backfield. Dickinson takes the snap. Throws near sideline. Thelwell open at the 50. Gets down to the 44, and he'll be close to a first down. But, Julio, you're right. Here's my point. You concede the safety for purposes of field position, and then you try an onside kick, and you give them good field position anyway, and you've also given them 2 points.
That's exactly right. And if the Lions can turn this into a score, you've blown this thing wide open.
Let's go to Scott Rintoul. Scotty.
Guys, they are going after Johnson on the corner. They have been all afternoon. On the play they just ran, they've got Ryan Thelwell running a little out underneath. They've got Geroy Simon running a corner over top. All Dave Dickinson has to do is say, where is Johnson going? If he drops back to get Simon, he hits Thelwell. If he comes up to hit the out, he goes over top and gets Geroy.
Thank you, Scotty. Talking about James Johnson, the rookie corner out of Arkansas State for the Riders. By the way, it is a budget-breaking muffler first down for the Lions on that pass to Thelwell. Ball at the Riders' 48.5.
Well, Johnson got lucky.